Good morning. Hello, everybody. How are we? Chilly here. Chilly, chilly, chilly. Let's just wait for a few people to join. Hello, somebody out there. Hello, lovely Jan. How are you? Morning, dear. It's still a bit nippy, isn't it? Anyway, it's very dark behind me. I must turn the light on. Oh, Sarah Jane with the haunted garden. How fabulous. Deborah, good morning. Pam, how are you, sweetie? Nice to see you all. When do you work, Sarah? Oh, yeah, it's tomorrow. That's why. Yeah, all right. You don't have to rush, Sarah. You're not on until tomorrow. Hello, Jan. Oh, just get a few. Get the diary up so I can let you know. Yes, I agree, Deborah. It is. It's cold. I'm not going to get away with saying it's fresh down in Poole today. It's cold. It's very misleading because you see the sunshine, you think, yeah, oh, yeah, not yet. You're still in bed. That's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Mary, darling, good morning. Lucy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all well. And don't know how many people caught our panel night on Wednesday night. If you did, I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, well worth a watch. I'm definitely repeating them. Fiona, happy belated birthday greetings. Lovely Fiona. Mr. Thomas, good morning, sir. Still not finished that ice cream. In bed days are good. You know what? I'm one of these people. I don't get it. I wake up, I get out of bed. Like this morning, it was 5:30. Yeah, these people say, "Oh, I could lay here all day." I'm thinking, I couldn't. Anyway, yes, thank you, Mary. It was a really interesting discussion, and it was nice to have that little group of people to back each other up and disagree where necessary or agree where necessary. Absolutely brilliant. As I said, definitely having more of those. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Anyway, where are we? So, wherever you are, start getting yourself ready for the meditation. If you're sitting down or still lying in bed, totally outrageous. Never mind. Just gently, gently. Hello, Bettina. Hello, darling. Just start getting yourself ready. Ready for your just this short sojourn from the real world, just to link in and recharge and reinvigorate. Hello, Tony, darling lady. So wherever you are, sitting down, laying down, matters not. And if you are still laying there and ready soon to get up and face the world, Peter Steedman gave a lovely little exercise for when you first wake up in the morning. Count and name 3 things that you're thankful for, just to start the day's energies on. Actually, it works quite well. So anyway, for the meditation. You're in a car park. Oh, okay. Well, that's rather ruined the illusions, Lucy. What, in your bed? How did that happen? So, Lawrence, behave. You're doing a job. Start to focus on your breathing, please. Feel that natural rise and fall, that rhythm. And if you're not taken with that, if that's not in your energy at this time, that's absolutely fine. We're all very, very different people. So just bring in an image that brings to you just calmness and peace. It can be anything. It can be a flower. It can be a candle burning. It can be clouds in the sky. Anything like that. Just something gentle. Because what you're doing there is making your physical mind, just bringing it down, bringing down those alpha waves, and just bringing a piece of peace and calm into you, so that your spirit can expand and express itself. So today's meditation is all about nature, because we're in that time of year again. It's just so nice to see everything coming on. We've had that first flourish of the yellow with the daffodils and some of the hedges, but now we're getting that follow on with the different colours coming in. We've got a lovely patch of bluebells out in the front garden. A few tulips up and out already, a few of the flowering shrubs. We've got a white one that's coming on a tree, the tree blossom. We've got a flowering cherry, and it's magnificent this year. Absolutely beautiful. So I always think, this spring we come in on that yellow vibration, and then it starts to burst into all these great sways of colour, and absolute joyful. So to bring in that energy, bring in that bit of peace, just relax, allow yourself that time. Allow yourself this short time just for you. It's not selfish by any means. We all need to look after ourselves as well as each other. So just gently go along with the music shortly to play. Just let your mind wander to scenes of nature. And it matters not which scenes you pick. With some it may be mountains and gullies and huge plains. Others it will be forests. Others it will be fields and hedgerows. It doesn't matter. It's that natural connection, that nature connection. And that little reminder too that we are all connected, no matter where we are, what we do. Each and every one of us is connected. And each and every part of us is connected to our natural world in which we live at this time. So I'll just leave you just for this short time. Just take that little journey in your mind to that place of nature that brings you peace, calm, joy, upliftment, matters not. Your meditation. God bless you all. yourself back to where you started, but bringing with you too all those subtle energies in which you've been immersed, that upliftment, that peace, that tranquility, that growth, that energy, that healing. It matters not. Each and every one of you will have received what you need at this time through these meditations. I could have sat there for quite a while, but I can't. I've got a lot to do. Lovely Pauline Martin, who would normally be in the room, even as we talk, is winging her way down here on a train to get everything in this office finally sorted out. So that's going to be lovely, including the lighting. It's a bit dim in here, so I might just have a little play with that. What have we got coming up? Excuse me. Oh, tonight we have our regular Saturday night programming. Tonight is on Zoom. There is a very good reason for this. I am actually serving a church in person in the area, and very keen to support all the churches that are reopening around us down here. And I know it's a little bit of a trial getting hold of mediums to come out at the moment, because so many dropped back, dropped out, dropped away, disappeared. One's just disappeared. Can't find them. Never mind. So yeah, it is nice to be out there. Very interesting energies as well when you're out there, because I noticed on the first service I took last week away from here, it was so different. It's so different. A lot to learn. How interesting. Oh, lovely, Jan, out in Dartmoor. Brilliant. Thank you, Bettina. And Tony. Jan. Yeah. So, yeah, very interesting. So tonight I'll be working in person over at Charminster with the lovely Mickey Hadlock. We are not a good mix. We've both got a very riotous and raucous sense of humour, and literally within 2 seconds of us being in close proximity, all you can hear is howling laughter. So actually, I'm really looking forward to catching up with Mickey. That'd be nice. So, back to why you're talking about this, Lawrence, instead of wandering off. So tonight's presentation, 7 o'clock, will be a Zoom one. The invitation codes are on the event created for it. And it's a night of conversation with Nigel West. Nigel West is a local medium and on the committee at Bath Road Spiritualist Church, which is probably about 6 miles from us. He's a lovely fella. He did come down and help out by chairing a service for us. Unfortunately, there was a bit of ill health, so he couldn't make a return journey, but I know he would love to, and when he is better, I will be grabbing him. Also to serve as a medium, but just talking about his experience, how he developed his mediumship, how he came into spiritualism, and also I think really interesting is he's studying for his DSNU. And one thing we've seen an awful lot of are these letters after people's names. And you know what? I'm a little bit in the dark as to what they mean, so I just keep asking people, okay, what does that mean and how do you get it? Because, you know, you actually, the amount of work these people have to put in to get a DSNU or a CSNU and different certification like that is quite in depth. You may remember Martin J. Smith the other night is doing his PAS scheme for the SNU, the Platform Accreditation Scheme. And that was very in-depth. And you know what? Regardless of the labels, we're all spiritualists, is my philosophy. And anybody that sets out some structure to guidance for development is absolutely fine. I'm not going to get linked into the but they say this and they say that. You know, it's all about training and development, and these people are doing wonderful jobs. Lovely Ashley Oliver has recently been awarded. She is now an interfaith minister, and I know that was a lot of work gone into that project. And I know Ashley as well, and I know she would have put her heart and soul into it. So well done, Ashley. You know what I mean? I think, yeah, good on you. So anyway, so that's Nigel's story tonight, so that'll be interesting to hear. Tomorrow morning at 10:45, we have Jason Rothwell taking our service live on Zoom at 10:45. Room opens 10:30-ish. Don't hold me to that, because it is 10:30 in the morning, and I'm not very punctual at times. And again, the invitation and link to that is on the event on the church Facebook page and shared around many, many groups. Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock, live here in our lovely, lovely church. We have the return of Elaine Bevan. I like Elaine, I really do. Unfortunately, she was living in Southampton, which is about 45 miles from here. And when we had the restrictions on travel, I had to say to mediums, you know what, unless you're on the doorstep, it's not in the spirit. But those restrictions have lifted, so we can see the return of some other mediums from a little bit further afield. I'm not going mad just yet, but yeah, we're just spreading out our radius. So that's 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, live here in the church. If you'd like to attend, we would love to see you. The doors open at 2:30. And the service will commence at 3 p.m. prompt. If you're unable to attend the service or you live further afield away, absolutely fine. We welcome you warmly into viewing the service broadcast live through streaming onto our Facebook page, where the lovely Pauline will be your welcoming host and guest administrator for the service. So that's 3 o'clock tomorrow. No worry, Marianne, darling. Absolutely fine. Where are we? So that's Sunday, Monday night, 7 o'clock meditation. Wednesday night, Lyceum night. Now, I haven't got anybody booked in, and I was just looking at that again, thinking what to do, and I've had a little idea. And if I can pull it off and sweet talk 3 people who are in my mind, it could be a fun night. But I won't say too much, just in case that doesn't come off, because I don't want to disappoint. But Wednesday night, Lyceum night, will be at 7 o'clock, live on the church Facebook page and YouTube channel. The actual topic and the guests have yet to be cajoled into agreeing to join me. No, seriously, we have amazing people helping us out. I'm just so grateful. So Wednesday night, the Lyceum night, we'll go ahead, and as soon as everything is finalised, because I've just had a brilliant idea, we will let you all know. Then, oh yes, Wednesday as well will be the last of our drop-in days. Church is open from 11 till 3. And it's an opportunity for people, you know, if you're still a bit cautious about going out, and looking at the numbers of people I'm seeing around town, there's a lot of people missing. So, yeah, I get it. I do get it. So we're open from 11 till 3. It's just a very informal drop-in. It's run under the auspices of a support group so that we work to the regulations. And it's going to give people just a venue to go to where they know they're not going to be pressured. And if they do get a bit anxious, it's fine. Better than having a panic attack at the checkout in Sainsbury's or something like that. So, yeah, they've worked quite well. We've had a couple of weeks of them now. Not massive numbers, and that's fine. It's not all about numbers. It's quality, not quantity, I always say. People have really benefited. And a little sideline that I did overlook, so apologies. The lovely ladies all volunteered, had a ball as well, because they were back out doing something and talking with people, you know, and I had actually neglected that side. So yeah, real privilege to be able to start bringing people back together and getting used to life again. So yeah. So that's Wednesday at 11 till 2. No fee. If you want to make a donation, obviously we won't say no. You get a cup of tea, get a bicky, get a chat. We've got some lovely people, and people as well coming in that for the rest of the week, they don't talk to other people. So isn't that great? Friday, 11 a.m, doors will close at 11:15. We have our second bereavement support group. We had our first one yesterday. I was caught a little bit offside because I was expecting something slightly different. And actually the spiritual and spirituality side came in a lot, with everybody talking of their story and things. So I went and sat up with the counsellor, lovely Christine, who is taking these sessions, because there was a lot of questions about spirituality, these questions of, is it too soon to hear from them, and why, and the underpinning of that. Really, really interesting. Really was. Lovely energy. And yeah, so if you can get along next Friday, doors, well, we're open from about 10:30. But the doors will be closed 11:15 because it's not a drop-in environment. You've got people sharing emotions. And this is not a spectator sport by any means. It's not for people to drop in and walk out again. But it really worked. And anybody out there linked to their own churches and community centres, do you know what? I would really recommend you just give these sort of things a serious thought. Because one comment made, and actually I loved it. A lady said, do you know what? She said, I see all of you here at the church. She said, but all we do is say hello, goodbye. She said, today I've made friends. And how nice is that? How nice is that? So yeah, that'll be the last of those. But because of the initial success, and see how Friday goes, we will be repeating those probably on a monthly basis. As I said, I totally did not think about people asking spiritual questions about their grief and partners in spirit, etc. So yeah, it was quite an eye-opener for me. And as I said, you know what, the energy, just wonderful. It really was wonderful. So that's Friday, the 30th. Saturday the 1st, 7 o'clock, we have Brian Walker, who is a psychic surgeon and talking on psychic surgery. That'll be live online at 7 o'clock, both on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. That's Saturday the 1st. Sunday the 2nd, drum roll, we switch our services to 11 a.m. How scary is that? Our Sunday services. We were going to do that in January, but because of lockdowns and the environment at the time, we ended up doing 2 services a day. So the physical service here will switch from 3 p.m. in the afternoon to 11 a.m. The Sunday Divine service on Zoom at 10:45 will be moving to a Sunday evening slot, and that time and frequency is yet to be decided, but I'm really keen. It's quite sad. I'm seeing a lot of places saying, oh, we're open again, so we're not doing it online anymore. And I'm like, do you know what? You built up a following and you're doing more work than you realise. That's a bit sad. But anyway, we will be shifting. It's just a little juggle around. So much fun. We will be moving the Sunday Divines from Sunday morning to Sunday nights. It won't be quite as regular. It won't be every week. It may well be every fortnight. 2 reasons. It's an extremely busy time at the moment online for those sort of services, and I don't see any point in competing with everybody. And B, all these beautiful people that are giving up their time freely, they also are returning to work, either in the church's centres, in their own groups, whatever, doesn't matter. It's their business, not ours. And so in doing that, their free time's going to start diminishing, you know. So fair play. They've been a great support, and I know a lot of people will help us out. No, actually, it's the wrong energy. They don't help us out. They work with us. You know, I've had some great responses from some great speakers. So yeah, a little change around there, and then Wednesday, I think it's about the. Don't think. Look at the diary. Wednesday, the 5th of May, we will be changing our Wednesday service. The format used to be just on an hour-long service, which would involve a opening prayer, hymn, and straight into the rest of the service being mediumship. On the first Wednesdays of the month, that will change. There will be healing services, and during which there will be no evidential mediumship given. However, the mediumship on display will be the mediumship of the healers of the church and the healing power from the spirit world. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'd be lovely. So that'll be the first Wednesday of the month. The other Wednesdays will remain with their current format at this time. But we are coming out into a new environment, a new energy, a new world, and I'm not going to change everything for change's sake, but I really feel there is a need for change, and I am very of the mind that every time we open our doors here at Poole, it's not going to be for yet another display of mediumship. You know, there's so much more. So, yeah, that's what we are doing at Poole. Absolutely wonderful. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. Really lovely to see you. Apologies for the dark, dim background, but we've moved into the front room now, so that lets the church function as is without any interruption to either. I better go and get the kettle on because Pauline will be here shortly, and it's early morning, and if she hasn't got a coffee, she's just going to be grumpy. She's not actually. She's never grumpy. I should learn a lesson off of her. Take care, everybody. Lots of love. Look after yourselves. Stay safe, stay sane. And we'll see you at some stage during the week. Sorry. I've got a window now I can look out of, and a little blackbird out there hopping about looking at me going, what are you doing?